fast approaching Valentine's Day already, which is why I'm going to bring you some easy hairstyle ideas for Valentine's Day in today's tutorial. I'm experimenting a little bit today in filming in a new location. Not quite sure the lighting settings are okay, but we'll see how it goes. Before we start, I want to say a quick thank you to all of you who wrote me emails, who commented on my previous video, for your suggestions, your inputs, your well wishes. I've written all of it down and I already have some ideas. I promise I will get to them one by one. I'm not quite back on track as to uploading new videos every week yet. I hope I'll get there soon, so also thank you for your patience. Since most of you seem to want easy hairstyles and this year's Valentine's Day falls on a Tuesday and lots of us might be working, so I thought I'd really keep these hairstyles simple, especially since we're already going to spend some time curling our hair. Now, I did not film the part where I actually got these curls. I used this Remington silk curling wand and I just wrapped my hair around the wand like that. I used a glove and heat protectant. I alternated the direction a little bit, but I made sure that I curled the hair near my face, away from the face. And that's basically it. But you don't have to use a curling wand. You can use your favorite curling method. You can even use a straightening iron like I showed you in the previous tutorial. I personally do like to give my hair a little bit of curl, especially for Valentine's Day, since it gives more of that romantic vibe that I'm definitely going for. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe so I can see you next time. And now without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so this first hairstyle is a very simple and cute heart half-up style. We are going to take two sections from the front and tie them together in the back. That is going to create the base for the heart. Then I'm going to pick up another section about the same size right underneath the first one. I'm going to smooth it out a little bit with the brush. Now I'm going to bring that section to the other side. So now I have that section and the upper base. And I'm going to place two of my fingers in between those two sections. So over the lower one and under the upper one. And I'm going to grab onto the lower section and loop it through. And then clip it securely in place so it doesn't go anywhere, while I do the exact same thing on the other side. And I have to say it's much easier to do this than explain what I'm doing, so I hope this makes sense and I hope you can see easily what it is that I'm doing. So now I'm just going to tie all of these strands together with a clear elastic and pull the heart apart a little bit to give it a little bit of nicer shape, and that is the finished hairstyle. I really like it because I think this has a little bit more of an adult feel to it than many other heart hairstyles. For the next hairstyle, I'm really just going back to the basics and I'm going to make a regular French braid, but I'm going to make it nice and loose and voluminous and also diagonal. So I'm starting on the side, on my heavier side. And I'm picking up a section close to my parting. I'm making sure to leave out some face framing layers. So I'm dividing the hair into 3 strands and I'm crossing the strands over the middle one. And then I'm adding in hair from both sides as I go along. I'm taking quite large sections when I add them into the braid, and that will make the hairstyle quite fast to do. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a... You are going to need at least medium length hair to do this side braid. But even if you have shorter layers around your face and on the sides like I do, the fact that the hair is curled, even if something falls out or starts sticking out from the braid, it really looks like it's supposed to be that way. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. When I tie off the braid, I make sure to leave out a good 2 inches or so of the ends, so that I give myself some space to pull this braid apart. And for that fluffy romantic look, it's really good to pull it apart as much as you can. And here's the finished look. I hope you like it. If your hair is shorter, just do a regular French braid without it being diagonal, or if you can get away with the side braid, you can tuck the ends under and pin them to your head if they're too short and are sticking out. For the last updo, I'm going to create 2 Dutch braids. One is going to be a little bit bigger though. So I start very similarly to the previous hairstyle, except I start crossing the outer strands under the middle one, and I also add in hair from both sides, and they are quite good chunks. So on my heavier side, I'm making the braid slightly larger, so I add in hair from both sides. I pass a little bit further than the middle, as you can see here when I add in the sections, and I add them diagonally down. So after I've incorporated the hair all the way down towards the neck, I just braid a regular 3-strand braid all the way down. And it's important now that you don't braid too tightly, and also that you don't tie the clear elastic too tightly. And soon it will become clear why that is. Okay, so after I've pulled this braid apart a little bit, I move on to the other side and create another Dutch braid, and also tie it off with a clear elastic, and remember to tie the elastic loosely. Now I'm going to put my fingers through one of the loops and create a hole in the bigger braid and bring the other braid through it and then pin it in place. Now I'm going to grab onto a thin strand at the end of the braid, and I'm going to hold on to the elastic and bring everything else towards the nape of my neck. So I'm going to push it up. That's why it's so important that the elastic isn't too tight, because then you're just gonna have a hard time moving anything. And I hide the ends, and I don't let go of this construction until I've pinned everything securely. Then I repeat the same thing with the other braid. This pushing up technique will work for you even if your hair is longer. It will actually give you more of an effect. It's going to look like a big fluffy messy bun. And if your hair is shorter, you can just tuck the ends under and pin them in place without this step. Here's the finished look of the final hairstyle. That concludes this Valentine's Day hair tutorial. I hope you found these hairstyles helpful. I think that they can be either dressed up by some hair accessories or dressed down by not curling your hair quite like this, by giving it more of an effortless wave with straighter ends, or not curling them at all. These could definitely work for a day-to-day basis for school and work as well. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think about this background. I know my lighting isn't perfect yet. I do need to get a ring light. Right now, it looks kind of dark back there, but other than that, let me know what you think. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That will make me really happy. And of course, subscribe. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!